Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to...
You were part of the iconic movie that changed Nollywood, and that's talking about living in bondage. What fond memories of your days on the set of Living in Bondage would you like to share with us?
Is it part Living in Bondage or Breaking Free?
The old one. A memorable thing.
Yeah, one experience. Let me share one experience. I'm somewhere in Ogun State. I want to tell people through your platform that movie making is both physical and spiritual. There are scenes we shoot. You could be attacked.
Wow.
In Living in Bondage 1, I was so sick during the shoot of a particular scene in the coven or in the court that weather was hot, but I had to use about 3 or 4 duvet to cover me, and I was still feeling cold.
Wow. Wow.
So I managed to shoot two more. I think it was after we shot where Merit was brought in. The other scene I couldn't shoot. Then I managed to shoot the other one, and that was it. So I want people to know and remember us in their prayers that what we do, yes, in making them happy, sometimes does not come easy.
Wow.
So that's one experience I can never come to terms with, neither can I forget it.
Now, which has been your most memorable role? You know, you have starred in over 100 movies. Which one has been the most memorable?
Let me use this opportunity to correct that thing. It's a big insult for me that somebody wrote 100 movies. It's an insult. If you check from 1992, as of 1997, I have made over 120 movies.
Wow.
1997.
Wow.
So between 1997 and 20, it's over 300.
Wow.
It's an insult with my contribution to the movie industry. Somebody is reducing me. So I feel sad about it that somebody wrote that, and those who want to copy the person these days, right? He has starred in over 100 movies. Having said that, let me say one of the most outstanding shows I've done in the drama world is commanding a cast of over 200 people in The Lost Kingdom.
The Lost Kingdom. That was a spectacular movie.
That was a macrocosm of how people graduate from one crime to the other. Yeah. I think the story of when he was in secondary school, Petit Robber, joined the criminal gang, was left secondary school, hit from Aba, he went to Port Harcourt, met some guys, one thing led the other. He started pushing drugs. From drugs, he found his way to Lagos, got into 419, made money in 419. And then the wife reminds him that without a chieftaincy title, he had nobody, and he was like an outcast. Now, from that, he went to his village, and may so rest in peace, said to him, "You are the son of an outcast. There's no way you can be crowned a chief here." He said, "Well, laws are made, laws are also remade." And money spoke in a language chiefs and elders understand. And he was presented with the chieftaincy title. After he got the chieftaincy title, he saw more opportunities. That the Igwe was a weakling. And when the Igwe died, he became the Igwe Nana. So when I describe it, you cannot see a graduation, which is what we have witnessed in Nigeria. How the most intelligent people have been relegated. Criminals who were involved in 419 made enough money, are still making money, and want to be in the National Assembly, want to be at top level of leadership in Nigeria. Is the biggest crime ever committed against Nigerians. Wow. There are those who are Brazilian drug lords. They don't want to get into politics. There are those who are in other parts of the world, Cambodia and so on, being drug barons. They don't want to get into politics. But in Nigeria, you find that those who have defrauded people, those who have stolen Nigeria blind, want to get into politics to be relevant. And that's the sad commentary of our development. So this is the story of my role in Lost Kingdom. Why that role stands out is this. When the producers were writing the story, Infinity Merchants, Dozier, if you remember. Yes. He called me by December of a particular year and said to me, this is the first time in Nigeria we're looking at a particular person to write a story. This story is written for you to act the way you talk. All you need to do is give us characterization. They wanted to tie a rope here for me to keep my hand. By the time I hung my hands, they said that's what we want. So the challenge of hanging that hand in 1999 was the most memorable and challenging thing I've done. And it has remained. The director then, late in the BCOK, God bless his soul. You know, it's the only movie in Nigeria that you had elders who were playing elders. Like the Igwe then was about 80-something years. Hanks and these other guys, we had the least age of a chief in that movie was 50-something years. It's not these days they cast 20-year-olds, you know, and that's why people will look at Nollywood and tell you the KOKs were in the Nollywood. Those ones they're doing nice new.
Which has been the worst role you have played and why? The worst role, a role you took and maybe you ended up regretting, maybe because you didn't give your best, or maybe something went wrong, or you know, I need you to give it a serious thought and let's know.
Oh, none I can remember. None I can remember. I try to make the best use of any opportunity I have to act. So none I can remember. Every role brings something. One thing I have understood in my acting career is this: no two roles are alike.
Okay. All right. What is the greatest thing that acting has done for you?
Acting has given me access to where I wouldn't have been as living in this country. It has given me access to being loved by those I couldn't even expect, giving me access to walk into an occasion, and I'm called to sit where the governor is sitting because those who extended invitation felt that I have given my best for the country and I should be recognized. Acting has also propelled me to achieving a great success in mentoring people and preparing for a handover of baton to the younger generations who are willing to learn.
What would you have wanted acting to do for you that it hasn't done?
Yes, I want acting to give me a good retirement package if I wanted to retire. It has not done that. And I know that right now as we speak, many of my colleagues, not less than 20, 30, are either bedridden, hospitalized, or in the worst condition of illness. And the country not celebrated, apart from President Jonathan, the country has not celebrated entertainers. So action has not, and I shouldn't be talking for myself alone. No, I have access to receiving things, but being that kind of person I am over the years, I want to speak for those of my colleagues who don't even have a voice again, who don't have a face, because either one, they're struck by one illness or the other. So it's not about KOK, it's about representation, advocacy for my colleagues. You know, so acting has not done for me what I think it has done for a Major General in the Army, in the Air Force, or Air Commodore, or a top civil servant who is my age mate. Because nobody can describe me as a lazy person choosing to be in entertainment. So acting has not placed me. No, we're not talking about, don't forget one thing here, please, and don't mistake it. We're not talking about ending up as billionaires. We're talking about having the capacity in your area of enterprise to affect lives, equating it with what is commensurate to what you earn. So what we earn here is not commensurate with the popularity. So because the Nigerian economy is how much cash do you have? So it's a cash economy where somebody, a property comes out, it's 100 million, I mean, how does an actor buy a car abroad? If, for instance, you have 3 scripts to do, they qualify and quantify it that you're earning $5 million here, $2 million here, $20 million here. With one script, you can go for a car because they know the contract has been signed. They give you that car. It doesn't work like that in Nigeria. So acting has not done that for me to live to the level I have contributed in the national development.